Hey, welcome. Today, alright, welcome. I'm going to try to help you guys here with this Activity 312 basic output. It's going to be the first time you're doing some programming. Up here it says connect the POV VEX testbed Cortex to the PC. So you're going to be connecting your Cortex to your computer with the orange cord. Give you a lot of instructions here. You're free to read that. But right here they're telling you to, after you have a sample program loaded up, to make sure you have everything set up in the motor and sensors set up. Well, I'm going to help you get going on that. What we're going to do here is we're going to go to, and I've opened up my Robot C already. I'm going to go to Open Sample Program. Remember here that I want to be underneath VEX 2. A lot of you guys' computers automatically go to this VEX IQ, so it looks like this up top, but make sure you're on VEX 2. And then you can scroll down here to PLTW. I'm going to go to the template, and once I get this open, which is what it's doing right now, I'm going to go ahead and file, and I'm going to right away save it wherever you guys are saving yours. I do mine to my OneDrive. So this is where I save mine at, and I got lots of files here. But so underneath this assignment here, then that's when I did Activity 311. I'm going to go ahead and click on that, but I'm going to change it to Activity 312. Alright, so I've got this saved here now as Activity 312. And let's go ahead and pull this. What I like to do is set my screen up so that about 80% of my screen, and I can just click, there's my document, here's my Robot C. So I've got this pulled up, I've got Activity 312. One of the things I'm going to show you here is, now that we know how to do the motor and sensor setup, I'm going to show you a quick way. We can go here to Standard Models, and you can go to click Select Configuration, and I'm going to go right here where it says PoE plus Sim Testbed. And what this automatically does is it sets it up exactly for you for all of these activities. But it's a whole lot faster than you having to go through here and type these things in. So I'm going to hit Apply and OK, and as long as you leave your testbed set up the way we have it, everything should work just fine. So I've got all this part here done. So what it says here is when you're finished with this section, take a snippet of it, of your programming, print a copy, and paste it in your engineering notebook. So what we're going to do is you guys are going to do lots of these programmings, and when you're done, you're going to take a snippet of it and put it into your engineering notebook. Well, over here, project title, activity, this right here is 312, team members, I got Daryl, and I got Daryl, and my other brother, Dale. Today's date. Make sure you're getting this information in there. So, and then the section, there's only one, so you guys could call it period 1. Task description. We'll come back to that here in a second. So down here, now I'm going to start to type in this information. So it's important that when we get ready to type, that we go down here and notice I got this red curly bracket right here. That's going to be the beginning of my programming, and then here's going to be the end of my programming. So right here it says turn LED off green, and then I've got this semicolon here at the end. So I'm going to type in turn LED off green. I did something wrong there. I know I did something wrong there. Turn LED off, and green goes in parentheses. And then I've got this colon. It goes. Now we have a problem here. Okay, I had to pause it there for a short bit. I found out what my problem was. underneath platform type, I want it to be down here underneath natural language 2.0. I'm not sure if this right here works, if the first one works or not. Platform type, natural language, PLTW. And notice that when I do that, this no longer works. It's not, and the reason I knew it wasn't going to work is it wasn't blue. So I'm going to go to robot, go back to platform type, make sure you're under natural language 2.0. And when this is blue, that's good. It means it's going to work. It understands what you're saying. All right. I've got my semicolon at the end. That's important to put after every single command. All right. Here's another command. I'm going to tell it to wait 1 second. So wait, and then I'm going to put 1 in parentheses. I'm going to put that semicolon at the end of it. That tells it it's a command. So it's going to be on, wait, off. So we're going to go back and forth here. I'm seeing it's going to be on, wait a second, off, wait a second. So we're going to go back and forth here. So we told it to turn off. I'm going to tell it to turn on. And once you have these things in here once, all right, it will start to kind of predict where you want to go with it. So I'm telling the computer program now to make sure it's off, wait 1 second, turn it on. It's going to be on now for 1 second because it has no idea how long. You could put lots of things in there. You could put much longer delay, longer wait time, but I'm going to tell it to be on now for a second. I've got my semicolon there at the end to tell it it's a command, and then I'm going to tell it to turn off. What does it have to turn off? Well, it has to turn off the green LED. I got to put a semicolon there at the end. I want to show you something now. If I don't put that semicolon there at the end, and what you guys are going to do is up here, this is that compile program, and this is what I can do when I'm not hooked up to the Cortex. Notice it tells me down here that it says it's substituting a similar variable. Turn LED off or turn LED off, meaning I've had it spelled a little bit differently. I don't have the capital letters. So they're saying, we think you mean this. Alright? They're saying, this is what we think you mean you have in here, even though this is what you typed in there. And that's what that means. So these little marks down here, as long as they're yellow, it'll still run it. It just means warning. If it's red, we got to go back and fix. What they're saying here is warning. This is what they were expecting. All right, this is what they were expecting before this. All right, so they're saying again that they were expecting a semicolon, and there's not one before this end of the program. So I'm gonna go back there, and if I put that in there, notice it gets rid of that mark. And if I were to go up here and change it to a capital LED, it would get rid of that yellow mark. But I'm not going to worry about that right now. Wait 1, semicolon, turn LED on, green, semicolon, wait 1, semicolon. And how many times do I go back? Off, on, I go off, on, off. So I gotta do one more here. Turn LED off, green. And notice here that I don't have any wait time here after it. So I'm just telling it to turn off, and it's gonna stay off now. So I've written my first program. Alright, congratulations. Now just to clean this up here a little bit, I'm going to bring that up there, because what this means is the program is starting. This means the program is ending. All right. So if I were to compile and download, everything's going to run now. You should see it turn when it comes on when you first hit start. Now, if I were to hit download a robot, I can't do that right now because I don't have a robot to download to. Notice if I click that, you see it says no, it's not connected. It's basically what that's saying. But it should have a 1 second before it turns on, and then on, off, alternating, or a little bit of a 1 second delay there each time. Good. So I would then take a snippet of it. You can see me down here. I would go in here, do a screenshot, whatever you want to do. I would come up here. I'm going to do a screenshot of this. Alright. There's my screenshot. You'd copy and paste that onto a Word document, print it off, and you're good to go. Now you're going to put that on a Word document. We're not done with the assignment yet. That's just the first part. So here, all right, they're telling you to here's how you would try it, all right? And I kind of just did that. At this point, you would hit download to robot, and then it would be ready. You'd get this feature up right here, and you could hit the start, and that's how it would start doing it. All right, let's talk about controlling one motor here. So here it says write a program that performs the following simple behaviors. Use the natural language functions where appropriate as shown below. Add comments at the end of each command line to explain the purpose of each step. Turn the right motor on forward at half speed for 5 seconds. Stop the motor. So this right here is what we're going to do. I guarantee you probably have no idea what to do here, so let's add to it. Alright, so I'm going to get rid of everything we just did here, because that's old programming. So it says again, turn the right motor on forward at half speed for 5 seconds. Stop motor. Start motor. And I'm going to go up here to motor and sensor setup. And we've called the motors, we're going to go right motor, so it's not a capital letter. Alright, just wanted to see what it was. There it is, right motor. It's predicting what I'm going to do. Oh, right motor, and half speed is about 63, semicolon. So what I'm doing here now is I'm telling it to start the motor. Which motor? The right motor at half speed. Now, I've got to give it a wait time. I've got to tell it how long to run. All right, so I'm just going to say a wait time here of 2 seconds. And then I'm going to say stop motor. And I'm going to tell it which motor? Right motor. Now up here we have a slight bit of a problem, because notice that it's up here in this black. So I'm not quite sure what's wrong with that yet. Let's compile it, see if it accepts it. Yeah. See, right now they're saying undefined procedure, start motor. There it is. Start motor. Well, it does not like that right now at all. Let's see what we got to do here. Alright, so I went up here to find out, again, it's usually this platform type. And I've changed it back over here to natural language, PLTW. We're going to have a little trouble with this back and forth, really, until we... Alright, so I did it again here. Natural language, PLTW, everything's in blue, so it's understanding what we want it to be. If I go up here and tell it to do it in natural language 2.0, it doesn't understand that start motor. So I'm going to go back to robot, platform type, natural language, PLTW, and we're good to go. Compile program. It's telling me right here, notice, what did I forget here at the end? It was expecting a semicolon. I didn't put it in there. If I compile my program again, it goes away. So this right here, if I had once I got the VEX controller, once I got test bed, I plug it in, download a robot. If it works, I take a snippet of it, and I'm good to go. Alright, it says test the program and troubleshoot as necessary until the expected behavior has occurred. Modify the program above to include the simple behavior. Turn on left motor at the same time that the right motor is turned on. So I'm going to go back to my robot C, and it says to make the left motor start at the exact same time. Well, I'm going to say left motor 63 semicolon. So what this is now telling is it's going to start both these motors. It's going to wait 2 seconds. Now I've got to change this. It says stop motor. I could go in here and type in stop motor again. and I could type in left motor, or, but there's another thing I can do here. I'm going to go here where it says stop all tasks, and I believe that right there should turn off both motors for you. Alright, that's telling it right now, stop everything you're doing. Alright, that's another little feature right there for you. Well, hey, I'm going to stop right there. That should get you guys really off and running on these computer programs. The next thing they want you to do here is modify the program above to include the simple behavior. Reverse both motors using two different programming methods. One is you would change this to a negative. The other one is you would go to your motors and sensors setup and you'd click up here and reverse it. Alright, so either one of those cases, that's the two ways you would go about doing that. Well, hey, I hope that was beneficial for you guys. I'll catch you on the flip side.